Welcome to a promotional video about Three Skies game, you free loving bastards. Three Skies is a free-to-play RPG that draws a lot from games like Darkest Dungeon and Raid Shadow Legends. Check the description for the link to Three Skies Steam page with Android and iOS versions being available as well. Even though I rarely play games like these, there is a certain aspect that is quite appealing to me. Kinda my vulnerability, which is tons of different heroes. I love that. That is why games like Ogre Tactics and Disgaea could pull me in. Currently there are over 60 unique heroes with different perks, attributes and skills. Heroes vary from simple mages based off of illusion and arcane magic to very appealing but rare ones like Death Knights and Divine Priests. Exciting feature that is being worked on is the ability to capture enemies and train them to fight for you. Evolving heroes are also coming, so when it comes to the roster, I don't think there are going to be many complaints due to Three Skies offering a bunch of variety with eventually added monster capture and evolving mechanic. You are the commander, under whose banner all of these heroes are fighting for. Story revolves around the commander's past and villains emerging from it that need to be defeated in order to save the land. Game is divided by story chapters that need to be cleared in order to progress to new areas, with added optional dungeons to farm gear, materials and heroes, with town area where blacksmith, tavern, shop and other special upgradable buildings are located, each with their own purpose. Three Skies offers PvP as well, with unique rewards. Battles are done in 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2 and 3 vs 3 format, so no strength in numbers. Picks are going to have to be carefully chosen due to element mechanic. 14 elements in total, with each hero representing 1 or 2 elements. By having a hero with 2 elements, potential downside is that a specific element could counter both heroes' elements, and that would mean 4 times damage. For example, a combined shock and steel element can be easily destroyed by an earth element, as it does 4 times the damage. However, steel does 2 times the damage to earth, so choosing earth-based hero against steel and shock might not lead to as easy victory as you might have thought at first. It is a main mechanic that requires careful approach for maximum results. Curveball is that during dungeon runs there might be a rival commander with their own set of mixed element heroes. Those fights are most fun, as it is going to test your elemental understanding due to the constant need to switch heroes around during the fight. Switching, however, costs an action, same as resting to recharge MP required for every action. So there is enough depth to keep things interesting, especially with potential team combos through debuffs and decreased damage based on status effects. Hero progression revolves around equipping gear sets, upgrading skills, teaching heroes new skills, ascending them, choosing artifacts and doing promotion quests to unlock their true potential. Nice idea is the aesthetic feature that allows look change, but with more skins and pellets acquired, more passive boosts like increased DXP, crit chance and many others are unlocked. Gear sets come with many different bonuses like healing increase, attribute boosts to something more advanced like mana shield. Each piece can be customized in many ways at the blacksmith, like changing affixes, upgrading quality and crafting your own stuff from scratch. Plenty of stuff to play around with to improve heroes. Three Skies progression is done through zones, as mentioned earlier. Every zone is connected to 2 elements, so the party needs to be prepared for that with an occasional rival commander pop-up that mixes a lot of elements. Story-related dungeons are very short, usually with the final boss appearing in the last section. Optional dungeons are much longer and require planning. Before each dungeon attempt, preparation is done through shopping. There are many traps, unplanned encounters and loot in every non-story dungeon, but to get to it all specific items need to be used. For example, an axe is needed to clear wooden spiked blockade to not take any damage, shovel to dig up all the treasure, remedies to cure various ailments, health, mana and revival potions, next to special items to get all the loot back to town so that inventory frees up. Next to dungeons, there is a tavern where heroes are sent to either hunt for massive EXP boosts, special items, materials and new recruits. Battle Tower is great for more specific rewards, as it offers treasure hunt runs, materials run for upgrading buildings, skills and gear, excavations, trials and raids, so there is plenty of side content to delve into with optional skip to rewards items after clearing it for the first time. When it comes to free-to-play games like these, important information is how much can the player truly play without hitting a paywall to be able to progress further. In all honesty, I've been playing for about 15 hours, got my heroes to around level 25 and never felt like I needed to pay a single dollar. However, that might change drastically or it doesn't have to, depends on the dev. I can only speak for myself for the first 15 hours. Acquiring very rare heroes is done through pack openings and with guaranteed drops through banner option. There is enough time to get them through natural progression, at least for levels up to 25. For example, Damira is a very rare hero that I acquired in 3 to 4 days of playing for a few hours each day with many days left to get her and the other very rare hero. Every day upon login, there are a bunch of rewards waiting to be acquired. I really had a feeling that 3 skies is quite generous. That can change for higher levels as I've said, but it could remain like this, which would be really cool. There is also an auto control option with enough options and even 2 times the speed to help out with farming and leveling. To sum things up, 3 Skies is, from my limited experience, a generous free-to-play game that offers enough depth to get you hooked with plenty of interesting heroes and a solid roadmap. Personally, I would love to see better backgrounds and more detailed locations, as that was my biggest issue, with other stuff being solid for the most part. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks to Shiny Box Games for sponsoring the video, and if you want to check out the game, click the link in the description or download it on your Android and iOS devices. Enjoy!